Nap. Cat nap. Sorry. And we're off. Last day here. I got my leftovers in my cup. Gonna go return my car. Cool. So this is the actual famous one, not the one that's at the mall. Fresh out of the oven. Here we go. Look at how cool. I just talked to a real life World War II veteran. It was so cool. Harley Davidson designed this for the war. This whole section of the museum is about the African American experience in World War II. And it actually amazes me how many are light skinned. Like super. But it's super interesting to hear about how they wanted to fight for the country and yet they were still facing a lot of racial prejudice at home. The Marines. I had to take a break because it was so cold in there. I didn't bring a jacket. But look at my cool pin. I'm official. Look at how cool that is.
For the Japanese American community, we were determined.
So close that they can see each other's eyes. The mustache gives the Americans the edge as the swing pushes the 1st Air Division off course. The 3rd Air Division, including the
inside of Mother's. It's a restaurant, and I'm getting a korma sandwich and we dip it. Delicious. My favorite meal I've had yet.
308, but longer.
The Japanese actually use samurai swords in World War II. I just watched a whole video about 731 and what the Japanese did to the Chinese at Nanking. It's crazy. Now I better understand the short film that I did, the horror film, Room 731. You should watch it. It's basically describes it. I just watched a video that said that the Japanese people told their own civilians that if they surrendered to the U.S., that the U.S. would do really bad things to them. So a lot of the Japanese people actually killed themselves, like committed suicide, instead of surrendering to the U.S. Ooh, scary. I just spent 7 hours at the World War II Museum. So much history, and it's really crazy to have gone to Japan and saw the Atomic Bomb Museum because it was such different perspectives on the war and what happened. By the way, if you ever go to that museum, definitely pay the $5 to go watch the movie that Tom Hanks stars in, because it's 4D and it's super cool. Your chair shakes and there's lights and there's things that come out of the sky and there's fog and yeah. pretty intense, but I liked it a lot. Aw, he's flying a kite with his kids. Wow, look at this building. Look at these cool houses. They're almost like mansions, some of them. Whoa. I'm just gonna say that Disneyland does a great job of recreating the New Orleans feeling. Because a lot of these remind me of Disneyland, but I guess Disneyland's supposed to remind me of this. Oh, feasting! All for me! These are humongo oysters, and they're only 50 cents because it's happy hour! Crushed it! Those were so good and so cheap, I ordered another 6. Half a dozen. Oysters for dinner!
Got me on my knees, baby. Lay down the tree, baby.
Round 2! Isn't that amazing for 18 oysters? Can you believe that? The last day here, and there's only one place that I wanted to go back to. Can you guess? First, I was a little scared that I might be like walking in a less populated area, but then I saw cars like this, and I saw cars like that, and I felt better. You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do for some ice cream. Look at how cool this is. I pretty much got the exact same thing, except this time I got Mexican chocolate ice cream. That was honestly so amazing. I could just possibly die now. I had oysters and ice cream for dinner. Perfect. I made it into Hex, the voodoo shop. Or it's witchcraft stuff. It's a little voodoo turtle. So cute. Look at the shadow, how cool. It looks like it's holding the clock. I love this. So I'm back at my hostel now, so I have more time to talk, but that voodoo or that witchcraft place was really interesting, and the lady spent a lot of time teaching me about the difference between witchcraft and voodoo and religion and how they all relate but how they're all different, and it was actually really fascinating. But what was most interesting was how similar it is to manifesting your destiny or your future, very similar to The Secret.